Releases, and this is a reboot of my Flosstube channel. I am here mainly to talk to you today about my Nashville Releases. I am very excited to announce that I am going to Nashville on March. Well, my ticket for my plane says I leave on the 5th and I come home on the 9th. So it's that weekend, that first weekend in March. And I'm going to be there. If you are a shop who is attending, I will be in room 208, and I would love to see you. And hopefully you will have, if you are a shop and you are watching, you'll have received my numerous attempts at an email for pre-orders. I'm really embarrassed to admit that it took me 4 times to get that right. Anyway, I thought it would be really fun to do a Flosstube video and show you what I am going to be releasing at Nashville. So without further ado, I will get started with that. I was going to wear my glasses, but I have a light right here and I notice it's really reflecting in my glasses, so I'm not going to wear my glasses and hopefully I can see what I'm doing. I'm also doing this without any notes, so it's totally off the cuff, and I hope I don't say a whole lot. All right, now, without further ado, I would like to present my offerings for Nashville Needlework Market. All right, my first one, I really love this one, and it was stitched by my model stitcher, Catherine Velarde, and her name is Fluffed, and she's a little sheep. She wants you to know that she is not fat, she's just fluffy. She's been to the salon and had her hair done, and she is fluffed out. She has some pretty little pink flowers and a fun border with her name below it. And there she is. And she is one of my Nashville releases that I'm offering at Nashville. Okay. Number 2. Well, you know what? I'll stay with this sort of spring theme. And I forgot to bring one here, so I might duck out, grab it, and come back, but not right now. My next release is actually a continuation of a series I didn't even know I was starting when I started it. This is the Little Fling series, and I have created a larger piece, this piece right here, that kind of incorporates a lot of the spring theme, but you can coordinate it with the smaller little flings that I've done in the past. March and April are new to the spring series, along with the title piece, and this was released last year, the May, what I'm calling May. And I'll try and bring that a little closer so you can get a good look at all of the pieces. And I'm having a hard time because I can't actually see what I'm doing on the camera. Anyway, these will be at Nashville, along with all of the Little Fling previous releases. I will be releasing a summer, autumn, and winter to complete the series. So there will be 12 of the small Little Flings, and then I'm just calling these like spring fling, summer fling, autumn fling, winter fling. They will be released throughout the year in 2020. Anyway, but spring will be released at Nashville. And there you have it. All right, these are fun. I did these with magnets. That's just a metal bracket strip from the hardware store. This is a wooden thing. I think I bought it at Craft Warehouse, that I spray painted black and did some chalk embellishment on. And it came with the rings here. So if you want to do the whole series, you could do something like this. When summer is released, I'll show a different way to finish it out. So there's spring. Okay, So that's the whole spring fling collection. I had a very hard time figuring out how to kind of go back and kind of fill this out, because when I designed the very first fling, it was never with the intention to make a whole series. It was just a little fall thing that I did for the fall. Now I'm blanking on what it's called. It was a retreat in Minnesota, and that was in 2018 that I did it. And I did it as a freebie for the folks that attended that. So if you attended it, you got that first little fling in your goodie bag. And I took it to a shop to see if she'd be interested in selling it, and she was. And she said, you should do all the seasons. And so then I did 4 of the little flings, and then I got the idea I should do all the months. Anyway, that's how all that happened. All right, so the next item I'm going to show you is called Tweethearts, and it's an exclusive at Nashville, but it's being sold and distributed, and if you're a shop owner, you'll find it at the Yarn Tree room, which I don't know what number room they're in, but I'm pretty sure they're on the 2nd floor. Anyway, it's called Tweethearts, and there it is. In the pattern, I include all the instructions and pattern for making the felt frame. Like that. And then I tell you where you can find the little hanger here that I hung mine on if you choose to hang yours. Anyway, so that will be in the Yarn Tree room. I personally cannot take pre-orders on this because it's being sold exclusively through Yarn Tree through April. And I will probably be releasing it more widely sometime in May, but you can find it at Yarn Tree, so go over there and get it. I think it's really cute. This is probably my favorite one that I've done for this season. Just saying. My next piece is still in progress, and I am hoping, no, I'm not hoping, I am determined that it will be finished and ready at Nashville. But I am going to show you what I have done and stitched. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen little bits of this, mainly the central focal point of it. But this is called Spring Chickens. You can see that it will have an egg shape. It's got 3 little chickens in the middle with their flowers. It's an egg-shaped band sampler, and it's called Spring Chickens, and there you go. So anyway, there's more to come down here, just a couple more rows at the bottom. And if you ever wondered, could you screw up your own pattern? The truth is, yes. So it's kind of hard to see, but there's an egg right there. And I think when it's all done, it'll be more obvious. But anyway, I put it in the wrong spot. It's not spaced correctly. So I'm gonna have to tear all of this out and redo it. I can't even tell you how disappointed I am. I was watching NASCAR. I got distracted. What can I say? Oh, little things you probably never knew about me. I like watching NASCAR. Anyway, I would never go to a race. I don't really follow. I know who some of the drivers are, but it's not like I follow them religiously. I just like to sit down and watch a NASCAR race. I think it's kind of fun. Anyhow, okay, so this is Spring Chickens. You can pre-order this. It will be at Nashville, and it will be finished, and I encourage you to come by my room if you're a buyer and see the finished product. Okay, moving out of spring. We're not even approaching summer. We're just going to skip over summer and right into fall. I would like to show you my piece for fall. I just call him a squirrel and his nut. Okay, so for some reason I reached the maximum length of my video just as I was about to start talking about a squirrel and his nut. And anyway, I'm ignoring a phone call from my husband. This is a squirrel and his nut, and he is so proud of himself because he has found the biggest acorn of all ever. And it's quilted on top of that with a leaf. And this is all done. This one is done all in variegated threads. Both Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks. And Weeks. I think the dark brown here is Weeks. And it's a fun stitch. I do give all the DMC conversions for it, but I really think it's just amazing. And I know other folks have talked about this when you use a variegated thread to try and not go, depending on what you're stitching obviously, but not go back and forth like this. But I stitched in circles, and as you can see, it kind of created the sense of the fur by going in circles. So you saw the variegations in a different light. That's not a very good description. Anyway, there he is. And I made these little felt ball acorn things. So my husband went out and got me a bunch, way more acorn caps than I needed. And I've been making little felt balls. Acorn caps. It's kind of fun. It's really quick. I can't even believe how quickly felt does that. You just hot soapy water, you roll it in a ball, and hello, you've got an acorn. Okay, now I'm gonna duck over to my table really fast. You can enjoy the quilt behind me, and I will be right back. All right. Sorry, that took me a little longer than I expected. This is another Luhu bird in my series of Luhu birds, done in no particular order. But this is Santa Luhu. He's got his Christmas tree and his Santa hat on and his earmuffs and a little piece of holly and his red boots, and he's ready for Christmas. He is stitched by the amazing Catherine Velarde on 28 count sterling Lugana from Picture This Plus. And there you have it. Okay, so this was stitched on Zweigart Jobelin 28 count. I keep wanting to call it Queen Anne's lace, but it's not, and I've lost the name. But in a previous video, I had it right. I have it wrong on the pattern, just so you know. I will try and figure this out at some point and put it up on my website as a correction. But at the moment, I'm not doing that. This is stitched on 36 count. I think it's Picture This Plus. And it's something crazy angel hair or something like that. It will be on the pattern. I have it written down, honest. Fluffed is stitched on 28 count raw cashel linen, which is like one of my favorites. And tweet hearts. Hello, I can't even remember the name of my patterns. It's stitched on 28 count off-white Lugana, or yes, off-white Lugana from Yarn Tree. I got it from Yarn Tree. Let's see. And then sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. These are stitched on 28 count raw cashel linen. So I think these would be really cute stitched on white as well. Anyway, so that is everything that's new from me new from Luhu Stitches in room 208 at Nashville Needlework Market, which is March 6th through the 8th. And quick life update, survived my daughter's wedding and have a mug to prove it. It was a beautiful wedding. It was December 21st. We started partying on the 20th and we just kept going until my family left on the 26th in the morning, and I sat down in my recliner and didn't move for 3 days. I don't even think I did any stitching during that 3 days. I was just so tired, but it was beautiful and we had a wonderful time seeing family and friends that we haven't seen for a long time and celebrating the marriage of my daughter to her wonderful husband and now my son-in-law who likes mushrooms. Yay for mushroom lovers out there. Do I have anything else to tell you? I don't think so. I'm sorry if this is a little choppy. I tried not to say too much. This is a really quick reboot video. I am going to make more of an effort. I say this every time. I'm going to make more of an effort to make regular Flosstube videos. My plan for this year is to release 1 or 2 patterns a month for the year of 2020 and through till next Nashville Needlework. And I would like to show you those on a regular basis. I'm quietly, and since I have such a small audience, quietly putting a plea out there for model stitchers. If you would like to be a model stitcher, I will need a sample of your work. I have a small freebie pattern on my Instagram or my Facebook. It's a little heart that I put out for Valentine's Day. If you would like to stitch that and send it to me so I can see what your work is like, that would be awesome. And then we can go from there and talk about what you might be able to do and how I can compensate you. Anyway, if you are interested in being a model stitcher for Luhu Stitches, go find that little freebie on my Instagram, stitch it up, and send it to me. If you want to send it to me, my email will be below down here. You can even comment below, hey, I'm going to go find that and stitch it, and email me, and I will send you my address through the email. That way I know you're serious. And then you can stitch that up and send it to me, and I will check it out. Okay. I don't mean to be super critical or judgy, but there is a certain quality standard that I wish to have for my model pieces, and so I think in order to do that, I just need to examine your stitching. I don't know. I think this is a typical thing, so eek. All right, so that's everything. I hope you're enjoying your stitching, and I'm looking forward to seeing all kinds of Nashville preview items, and you're letting your LNS know or your favorite online store know what you would like to see in their shop so that they can do their pre-orders, and that way I know how many to print of everything and have it ready for those shops to purchase at Nashville. All right, so for now, I wish you happy stitching, and may you and yours have a great rest of February.